Getting Things Done: The Life-Changing Principles of David Allen's best-selling book, reimagined as a narrative. Modern life constantly competes for our attention. Emails arrive every minute, meetings fill our calendars, notifications interrupt our focus, and our to-do lists seem to grow faster than we can complete them. Many people believe that becoming more productive means working longer hours or multitasking more efficiently. Yet, despite being busier than ever, they often feel overwhelmed, stressed, and mentally exhausted. In Getting Things Done, David Allen presents a different approach. He argues that true productivity is not about doing more things. It is about managing your commitments in a way that frees your mind to focus on what matters most. Instead of relying on memory to keep track of countless responsibilities, Allen introduces a trusted system that captures, organizes, and processes everything that demands our attention. The central idea of the book is simple yet transformative. Your mind is designed to have ideas, not to hold them. When we stop using our brain as a storage system and instead create a reliable external system, we reduce stress, make better decisions, and become more effective. This summary explores the book's core principles and practical methods that can help anyone gain clarity, increase productivity, and achieve a state of calm, focused action. Your mind is for thinking, not remembering. Most people carry dozens, sometimes hundreds, of unfinished tasks in their minds. Reply to that email. Schedule a meeting. Pay the electricity bill. Call a friend. Finish the presentation. Buy groceries. These unfinished commitments occupy mental space. Even when we are trying to relax, our brain keeps reminding us of everything we have yet to do. Allen explains that this constant mental clutter creates stress. The brain repeatedly asks, "Don't forget this. What about that? You still haven't finished it." Instead of storing every responsibility mentally, we should capture everything in an external system we trust. Once our brain knows nothing will be forgotten, it becomes free to focus instead of constantly remembering. Mental clarity begins with getting things out of your head. Capture everything. The first step of the Getting Things Done system is capture. Every idea, every task, every commitment, every project, every reminder. Write it down immediately. Use a notebook, a digital app, voice notes, sticky notes, anything reliable. The goal is not organization yet. The goal is simply collecting every open loop that occupies your attention. Nothing should depend solely on memory. Every commitment deserves a trusted place outside your mind. Clarify what each item means. Capturing information is only the beginning. Next, ask an important question. What exactly is this? Many people maintain vague to-do lists. Marketing, health, taxes, website. These are not actions, they are topics. Allen encourages turning every item into a clearly defined next action. Instead of marketing, write draft 3 social media posts. Instead of health, write schedule doctor's appointment. Specific actions reduce procrastination because they remove uncertainty. Clarity creates momentum. Decide the next physical action. One of the book's most practical ideas is identifying the next physical action. Whenever the task feels overwhelming, it is usually because it remains undefined. Consider writing a book. That sounds enormous. But what is the next action? Open your laptop. Create a document. Write the first paragraph. Every large project becomes manageable when broken into immediate physical actions. Action replaces anxiety. Progress begins with one visible step. The 2-minute rule. Allen introduces a remarkably simple productivity habit. If something can be completed in 2 minutes or less, do it immediately. Reply to the short email, file the document, wash the coffee cup, confirm the appointment. Small tasks often consume more mental energy waiting than completing them. Handling them immediately prevents unnecessary accumulation. This simple habit keeps your system clean and efficient. Organized by context, traditional to-do lists often become overwhelming. They combine unrelated tasks into one endless list. Allen recommends organizing tasks according to context: calls, computer, home, office, errands, waiting for others. When you find yourself at your computer, you immediately see computer-related tasks. When driving through town, you complete errands. This approach reduces decision fatigue. You no longer search through dozens of unrelated tasks before deciding what to do. Your environment naturally guides your next action. Projects require more than one step. Alan defines a project as any desired outcome requiring more than one action: planning a vacation, launching a business, writing a report, renovating a house. Each project deserves its own list. Alongside that list, always identify the current next action. Without a next action, projects become stagnant. Momentum comes from continuous movement, even if each step is small. Conduct regular reviews. A productivity system only works if it stays current. Alan emphasizes the importance of weekly reviews. Review every project, every task, every commitment. Remove completed items. Update priorities. Capture new ideas. Weekly reviews restore trust in the system. Without regular maintenance, even the best organization gradually becomes cluttered. Clarity requires consistent review. Eliminate mental clutter. Many people mistake busyness for productivity. Allen distinguishes between the two. Being busy often means constantly reacting. Being productive means intentionally choosing meaningful actions. Mental clutter prevents thoughtful decisions. When everything feels equally urgent, nothing receives proper attention. Removing unnecessary obligations creates space for important work. The clearer the mind becomes, the better the decisions it makes. Priorities change constantly. People often search for the perfect priority list. Allen reminds us that priorities shift throughout the day. New information arrives. Emergencies occur. Opportunities appear. Instead of rigidly following a schedule, use your trusted system to make informed choices based on current circumstances. Flexibility combined with organization produces better decisions than either alone. Focus on one task at a time. Modern culture encourages multitasking. Alling explains that unfinished mental commitments make multitasking even less effective. Every interruption requires mental switching. Attention fragments. Mistakes increase. Productivity decreases. When your mind trusts your system to remember everything else, it becomes easier to focus completely on one task. Deep concentration produces better results than divided attention. Decision fatigue slows progress. Every unfinished decision consumes energy. Should I do this today? Where should I begin? What comes next? Allen reduces decision fatigue by making decisions in advance. Each captured item receives a clear outcome. Do it. Delegate it. Schedule it. Archive it. Delete it. Once these decisions are made, daily execution becomes much easier. Planning reduces hesitation. Learn to say no. Every new commitment carries responsibility. Many people accept too much because saying yes feels easier than disappointing others. Eventually, they become overwhelmed. Allen encourages making commitments thoughtfully. Every unnecessary obligation steals time from meaningful priorities. Productivity is not about accepting everything. It is about managing commitments wisely. Sometimes saying no protects your ability to say yes to what truly matters. Waiting is also a task. Some actions depend on other people. Waiting for approval, waiting for feedback, waiting for delivery. Instead of mentally tracking these items, create a dedicated waiting for list. This removes unnecessary mental burden. During weekly reviews, check which waiting items require follow-up. Delegated work remains visible without constantly occupying your thoughts. Keep reference material separate. Not everything requires action. Some information simply needs to be stored. Manuals, receipts, research, ideas, meeting notes. Allen recommends separating reference material from action lists. Mixing information with tasks creates confusion. Know the difference between something you need to remember and something you need to do. Organization becomes much simpler. Perfection is not the goal. Many people delay action because they want the perfect plan. Allen argues that progress matters more than perfection. Your system does not need to be flawless. It simply needs to be trusted. Capture consistently. Clarify regularly. Review weekly. Improve gradually. Small improvements compound into enormous gains over time. Productivity creates peace. One of the book's most surprising lessons is that productivity is deeply connected to peace of mind. Stress often comes not from having too much work, it comes from uncertainty, not knowing what to do next, not trusting that important tasks will be remembered, not feeling in control. A reliable system reduces that uncertainty. When everything has its proper place, the mind relaxes. Calm becomes possible even during busy periods. The power of clear outcomes. Alan encourages beginning every project by asking, what does success look like? Without a clear outcome, action becomes scattered. A defined destination guides better decisions. Whether organizing an event, writing a report, or planning your career, clarity about the desired result simplifies every step that follows. Knowing where you are going makes choosing the next action much easier. Build a trusted system. The greatest strength of the GTD method is trust. Your notebook, your digital app, your calendar, your project lists. These tools become extensions of your mind. Once you trust your system completely, your brain stops carrying unnecessary reminders. Instead of remembering everything, it focuses on solving problems, generating ideas, and making better decisions. Freedom comes from trusting your process. Productivity is about meaningful progress. Ultimately, Alan reminds us that productivity is not measured by the number of tasks completed. It is measured by meaningful progress. Checking off dozens of unimportant activities does not create success. Completing the right work does. Clarity, focus, intentional action. These qualities matter far more than constant busyness. A calm, organized person often accomplishes far more than someone rushing through endless tasks. Final thoughts. Getting things done offers a practical and refreshing approach to productivity in a world filled with constant distractions and growing responsibilities. David Allen shows that true effectiveness is not about working harder or remembering more. It is about creating a trusted system that allows the mind to focus on thinking rather than storing information. By capturing every commitment, clarifying the next physical action, organizing tasks intelligently, reviewing them regularly, and protecting mental clarity, we replace stress with confidence and confusion with purposeful action. The GTD method teaches that productivity is less about managing time and more about managing attention and commitments. The central message is simple yet transformative. A clear mind is one of our greatest assets. When we stop relying on memory and start relying on a reliable system, we free ourselves to concentrate on meaningful work, make better decisions, and respond thoughtfully instead of reactively. In the end, getting things done reminds us that productivity is not about being busy. It is about being present, organized, and intentional. When every commitment has a trusted place and every project has a clear next step, we gain something even more valuable than efficiency, the peace of mind to focus fully on what matters most.